he was like, oh, okay, what year did you graduate? Told him that, and then we were just chatting it up. He was like, okay, man. He was like, well, he's like, you don't have a bad record or anything. And he said, you've been cooperative. He said, I'm just going to let you off with a warning. He said, but slow it down a little bit. I said,
Boy.
I said, thank you, God. I said, hey, I appreciate it, Phillips. Like, bro, like, I don't know why I was so, I know I was calm.
The
I
whole
didn't.
mood changed when he said, all right now.
Right. But, bro, we were just sitting there having, like, I really was talking to them like they were the police. I was talking to them, joking with them or whatever. And what did I have? No, he searched my wallet. He said, I'm just letting you know. He said, I'm showing you your wallet. I didn't want you to think I stole anything. He searched my wallet, too. And I was like, ain't nothing but $3 in there. I said, y'all can take that, $3 and buy a soda if you like. They started laughing. And he was like, so you heading home? I said, no, I'm heading to Charlotte to go watch a fight. And I said, but I didn't know these. I said, I took the back road. I didn't know these roads. So I was using my GPS. He said, okay, I understand. Bro, these cops was like the coolest cops I ever met. They were like joking with me, talking to me, whatever. They didn't.
It was Charlotte cops.
No.
It was like sheriffs.
Yeah.
Where was you at? Was you in Forest City or was you in Charlotte?
In between, it was like it's like kind of getting close to Shelby, but I took the back road. It was the back road I took, and
so you was in Cleveland County,
somewhere around there. Yeah, they were cool though. They were like. He was like, well, they was like, we looked at your record, you ain't got nothing. He's like, ain't got nothing bad, you been cooperative. He said, we searched everything, we couldn't find nothing. Then they went to the back and searched, and they lifted a little lid up, and I had a jug of my liquor. And I ain't gonna say what kind, since she lied. They was like, what kind? I said, we got a jug of liquor. And I said, yeah, man. I said, y'all more than welcome to take some if you want to take some with you if you like. They started laughing. And they was like, no, they said, I said, I got in the right spot though, right? They said, yeah, you got it covered up. You can't get to it. So they said, that's good. I said, all right, cool. He said, well, buddy, he said, we checked out. He said, everything checks out good. He said, just slow it down though. I'm gonna let you off with a warning. I said, man, thank you, God. Bro. Hey. I was nervous, man. That was some of the coolest cops ever, man. That could have been
a completely different story, though.
Yeah. Bro, these cops was like very chill, laid back. You can tell they wasn't pressing the issue, and I wasn't either. Like, I was being cooperative. They asked my name, told my name. Asked my ID, gave my ID. Like, I didn't like, what you pulled me up for? I knew what they pulled me up for. I was speeding. I was doing 60 and a 45.
Yeah.
I knew exactly what I was doing. I was like, dang. I was like, my fault. I was like, It's like I was in a hurry trying to get to Charlotte. Told him all the truth. He was like, hey, I smell weed in here. Nope, CBD. I said, that's what I smoked. You got something in there? Nope. I said, I smoked it all. He said, dang it. He was like, and I was like, and when he said, dang it, I was like, dang. I was like, you tried to arrest me so you can find it? He said, no. He said, what I'm trying to do is, he said, if I can see the CBD, I can tell if it's CBD or not, or actual weed. He says, he basically saying he's trying to help me, so he wanted to see it for himself.
Yeah.
I said,
yeah, he was trying to help you, all right?
He was trying to help himself, too.
Right. I said, nah. I said, I smoked that with my friends. He said, man, that's a strong odor. I said, yeah, they kind of got the same smell, the weed and the CBD. He said, yeah. He said, man, that's strong. I said, yeah. He said, was it hemp? Or was it that hemp kind or was it CBD? I said, no. I said, I got it. I got it at a shop. Something in Charlotte. I said, I forgot the name of it. I said, I can look it up for you if you like. He said, no, you don't have to do that. That's fine. I was like, all right, cool. Bro, I was just chilling though. I was like, it's either I'm going to get a ticket or they gonna let me go. I was like, because I didn't have anything crazy in there. The only thing I had was that liquor. But yeah,
that's the difference, though. That's the difference, though. People being cooperative with, the police and stuff, and people making it difficult on them. Shit, they probably been sitting out there, had a long day. They ready to get home, just like you is trying to get home. So that's just.
And I told the truth about everything, bro. Majority of it. But I told the truth about everything, and I was just like, I was like, I'm heading to Charlotte. I was like, I am from Forest City, Rutherford, Spindale, all those parts. Told me, like, yeah, you look familiar. What sports you played? Told him sports I played. He's like, any Cersei's? So yeah, no, Zach Cersei, you know, Eddie and all them. I said from Spin That House. I said I played there when I was Jay High. He said, yeah, Spin That House, yeah. So we was in there just chatting it up. And while I was talking to the guy about that, while the other two searched my car,
Yeah.
and he's like, hey, I got your wallet here. I want you to think I'm stealing anything. I said, you got a couple of dollars. I said, yeah, you can take them dollars if you want, and buy yourself some sodas if you like. And they started laughing or whatever. Like we was just shooting shit, really.
Yeah.
But then they searched me or whatever, and I had the tube where I had my CBD in. And they opened the tube, wasn't nothing in the tube or whatever. So he was like, "You want to keep this, or you throw it?" I said, "I'm mad." I said, "You throw it away. I'll keep it." He said, "All right, cool." And then yeah, man, like I said, they were just very chill. Like there was one guy, he looked like he might have been Hispanic. That was the one that pulled me over, and I already knew when he pulled me over. He was like, "You know, I pulled you over for." I said, "Yeah, I was speeding." He's like, "Yeah, you was doing 65 and 45. I thought I was going faster than that. I'm glad. When he said 60 and 45, I said, "Man." So was it that? I was like, cool. But then, I thought I was flying through it, but when I seen him, like I tapped my brakes, but then I said, ain't no point in then trying to stop. Now he seen it, so I kept going, pulled out, and then he's like, yeah. He said, you were speeding. He said, you swerved a little bit too. I said, yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I said, when I looked at my rear view and see it was a cop, I swerved a little bit to see if it was a cop, and make sure if it was a cop or not. He said, yeah. He said, well. He said, hold on for a second. I said, all right. Went back there. 2 more cops pulled up.
I feel like when 2 cops come, you know it's going to be some shit.
Yeah. When it was 2 more cops pulled
up.
Ah, man, it's going to be a long night. So, after that, man.
It was dark. It was nighttime, right?
Yeah. Very dark. Very dark.
But that's just a good example.
That situation could have went. Hold on, let me say this real quick. That situation could have went really south because somebody could have pulled him over and they'd been like, "What the fuck you pulling me over for?"
Right.
Like, damn, I ain't do shit.
Right.
That already set the tempo. Sir, step out the car.
Right.
That's what I was about to say. That's a good example of cooperating with the police, making it a good situation. Because I feel like this. I feel like cops don't want a bad situation. But if you come out there acting like an asshole, they gonna be an asshole back. Just think about it. You in a situation with somebody and you arguing with them. You bring up a situation with them. They start being an asshole. You ain't just gonna be like, all right, man, cool. You gonna be an asshole back.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, man. It was like I said. They made it very easy for me. Like when he pulled me over and I told him, I was like, yeah, speeding or whatever. Like after. I was skeptical, but when the two cops pulled over. But then when I talked to him or whatever, and he said, "Can you search the car?" I was like, "Yeah, cool." And because I knew I didn't have anything in there, so as I was talking to the other police officers, I was like, basically like just shooting shit. Really, we were just talking. So, like I said, they made it very easy. I was very comfortable talking to them. It wasn't no big deal really. And they wasn't hostile. They wasn't, what the hell you doing in these parts for? Or why you out so late? Or all this other stuff. It was just like, just make sure you slow down. We're gonna let you off for one. I was like, shit, appreciate you. Like, it really could have went left.
Mm-hmm.
Let me hit this intro. Let me hit this intro on their ass.
Go ahead.
That's what them police was doing to Jerry. Pull over.
Right.
License and registration.
Criticize. Look, motherfucker, try to rob me. Well, I'm gonna show you how we do it up here in
Boy.
I can't see fucking shit out of this thing. I can feel it all the way down to the plums. I am the danger.
That's it.
Hi, Ted.
Bye, Ted.
Bye, Ted.
We back year 3. This is our 3rd year doing this shit, man. 3rd year.
Yes, sir. What's going on, man?
Episode 133.
I'm glad that we all here. I'm just missing one brother. He might be busy because it's his daughter's birthday, but I don't think she would be up at this time.
He said his phone was dead. That he got it on the charger. He gonna be on in a little bit. He said.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in. Shout out to everybody making it to 2023. Happy New Year to y'all. You already know, man. It's the Carolina Wave. It's your man Jay Hines.
Yes, sir. I think this episode got to do something with couples. I got a lot of topics to talk about with couples this week.
Ooh-wee.
But first we got to send prayers out and speedy recovery to what's my man's name? DeMar.
Real safety.
Yeah, what's his name? DeMar.
Yeah, I know. We know you're talking about.
Yeah. But first couple, Skip and Shannon, man. What y'all think about the whole Skip situation with the whole, football thing?
Me personally, because I watch this show faithfully, I really do. Big fan of Shannon. I ain't gonna lie, I like Skip. A lot of people don't like Skip, but Skip, he played devil's advocate a lot, which draws people in, and they gonna be like, he don't know what the hell he's talking about. He actually do. He knows some stuff. Now, a lot of stuff I don't agree with him on, but he know what he doing. He ain't get to where he was because everybody just disagree with him, think he don't know shit. He know a little bit. But with that being said, I feel like he was a little bit, insensitive about, the topic at hand of what happened with old boy, this Bill Safety.
Damar Hamlin.
And, yeah, there you go. And I'm probably gonna forget his name again.
Me too.
no disrespect to him. No disrespect to him. I'm horrible with names. People that know me, that really know me, they know I'm horrible with names.
Yeah, I gotta see a picture.
Yeah, I gotta see a picture. I'm that nigga. I'm that guy. Now. When people be talking about people I don't know about, I gotta see a picture. What you talking about? But anyway, yeah, he said some stuff that it just came off like he was insensitive about the whole situation. And people wanted to check him about it, which I don't mind because in this time of day, everybody's sensitive towards everything, and you will get checked. Mm-hmm. And it was his turn to get checked. But what pissed me off about it was he was standing his ground. He wasn't very apologetic about it. Like, he apologized, but if you go back and listen to the apology, it really wasn't an apology. Like,
right.
It was a half-ass apology.
Right.
But with that being said, I feel like, Shannon Sharpe, he kept his composure the best way he could, because I'm sure it's difficult for him to be on the show like that when he played football himself, and he knows, how dangerous football can be. Like, his brother, I don't know if y'all know, Shannon Sharpe's older brother, had a career-ending injury towards his neck, and I think he was paralyzed for a little moment. Yeah, for a little bit during that game, but he got feeling back in his body. So, God bless him. And so I know he understands that. He's seen it firsthand, and he's been a part of it firsthand. So I know it's difficult for him to be on that show and to hear how somebody is just really not that, I guess to say insensitive about the whole situation.
Yeah.
You think he bite his tongue? You think he bite his tongue a lot?
Mm-hmm.
Who, Shannon?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I do.
Yeah. I think he takes up for Skip more than he wants to at times.
Yeah.
Just because that's his co-host. You got to have your co-host back, but there's a time when the line got to be drawn. And right. I've had situations happen like that where I was in Skip's situation. You kind of get excited sometimes. Like, if you got, other things that's, you thinking about, you just speak without talking or speak without thinking. Like, when we all have done that. For example, when we was, I don't know if y'all remember the senior trip we had when we went to
Do you
remember that, Wilkes?
I remember that shit.
Do you remember that?
What happened?
To the T.
So
that's one thing I did.
For real, I didn't think nobody remember that shit. So
what happened?
So we was coming back from the senior trip, and I might have had some cutty lined up, and I was ready to go. Like, when we got back, I was ready to go. So we pulled into the parking lot, and if you remember, rest in peace, we had a student that passed. He hung himself or whatever while we was gone. And when we got back, they had like a little moment of silence thing or whatever, and I wasn't thinking about it. I honestly forgot all about it. And whenever we pulled in, everybody was being silent or going whatever, paying their respects or whatever. I was like, man, can we hurry up? I gotta go.
Yeah.
And it was just something that I wasn't thinking, kind of forgot.
I say I didn't forget it. It's not because like how everybody was shocked. It was because that shit was hilarious.
Y'all stupid.
It was like what the heck?
Yeah, people looked at me there. I was like, oh shit, I fucked up.
Oh, man.
It was just a situation, and it's kind of the same situation. It's kind of the same situation. You just, he excited for the football season to be over with. He wanted to see the outcome of the game because it, determines on certain teams making playoffs and this, that, and the third and stuff like that. But at certain times, you got to check yourself and, admit when you was wrong. But like you said, I don't fault him for the tweet. Like I said, some people get excited about things, say stuff out without thinking about it. But the biggest thing was when, like I said, when Shannon brought it up the next day, and Skip was like, "I stand by my tweet, this, that, and the third." Like, nobody had no issues with it. Like, you gotta, kind of check yourself and be some sort of apologetic about it.
Right.
But to play devil's advocate, what do you think? Why do you think he didn't, apologize about it or reverse his statement or something? Like, he couldn't have been. There wouldn't. In my mind, I don't see anything, right about the whole situation. What he said, or
you think so? You said like he wasn't. You don't see anything wrong with what Skip said?
I don't see anything right about it. Why would he stand by his tweet? Like,
bad publicity is just as good as good publicity.
I don't know. Because like you said, initially a lot of people will speak out or whatever and not really realize the outcome of what you just said or how insensitive might have come off. But once you double down after everybody done checked you and try to point out to your mistakes and what you said or how you said it or how you came off about it, and you still like, well, I'm not, switching on what I said, I'm going to keep my tweet up, then yeah, it's a problem. Like I said, I've done that plenty of times. I done, spoke out of line and said some stuff I didn't mean to say, or I meant to say it, but I didn't realize.
Without thinking about it.
Yeah. So that's my only issue with Skip, man. He doubling down and don't want to take responsibility of what he said, just like how everybody else do. But what pisses me off about this whole thing, you have Kyrie Irving, when he did that and said some shit that was insensitive, he got on his ass about, what he said and how he said about the Jewish community, and they basically made him apologize. This was some man's life on the line, and Skip came off insensitive, and he gave a half-ass apology, and then he doubles down on saying, I'm not taking my tweet down, and nothing happens to him. They didn't cancel his show. They didn't suspend him. They didn't do none of that. And that's what bothers me, man. Like, I feel like it's got to be a line drawn somewhere. Like, all right, where is it going to be an even playing field? Because it can't be over. We're going to cancel this person, but, you might need to say something.
It'll never be equal.
Nah, it don't. It's something that I don't think we got to accept it, but we got to realize that it's never going to be the same. Like, we got to figure out ways to overcome the situations that we in. Like, we just got to start building ourselves up more. Like, I feel like if Shannon Sharp decides to leave, undisputed, we got to go 100% wherever Shannon Sharp goes. We just got to back our own. Like you said, like, it's not right. It's never going to be equal in no situations. We just got to learn how to be more for ourselves. Right. We got to start rooting for ourselves and backing ourselves, because we talked about it plenty of times. Like, we the main ones that down us is our down our culture is us. Like, for anybody else, dude, we killing each other, beefing with each other, talking shit about each other and shit like this. Like, you don't see any other cultures or communities doing the same thing that we do as far as like down in their own. But like I said, it's never gonna be equal, and I don't say that we have to accept it, but we gotta learn to start learning to root for ourselves more than we actually do.
Yeah.
But to play devil's advocate with the whole Skip thing, like, I can understand with him not playing football and stuff like that. Like, you see injuries happen and stuff all the time. So he probably didn't know the extent of the injury until afterwards. But it's different when you're out there on that field. Like I heard Spice Adams talking about a player. Was his name Tyler Harrion? They used to play football.
Yeah. Oh no, I thought you were talking about the basketball player.
And he said he was playing football with him. I think it was Harrion. I think that's what he said was his last name. He was playing with him or whatever, and he said they was going off the field and they was in overtime and they had just scored to win the game. And as they were leaving off the field, he looked at Spice and was like, "I'm tired." And he was like, "Yeah, we just played overtime. We just won the game." And he said when they got into the locker room, dude had a seizure and died.
Damn, man.
But I feel like we see injuries happen on the football field all the time, but I don't think people understand, like, Damar Hamlin was, like, resuscitated, meaning he died on the field.
Yeah, they brought him back.
Bring up, yeah.
Like, how can you...
And shout out to, not to interrupt you, but shout out to the Buffalo Bills medical field, man, because they got on that really quick. Mm-hmm. And they really saved that man's life. And big shout out to the person that Damar Hamlin tackled, the guy from Bengals. He was shooken up by it because I heard a couple of people like kind of blamed him for it, and he had some tweets and messages about sending him or whatever, and then he already felt guilty or whatever. So big shout out to him and prayers to him and his family too, because I know he was shooken up by that. He brought it up.
The football player's name was Thomas Harrion.
Okay.
Thomas Harrion. He died in the locker room.
Damn. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm telling you, man, these sports they're dangerous sports, man. Like basketball, football, anything. Like, and they get paid handsomely. They get paid very handsomely for doing this, but this is a dangerous sport, and it's for our entertainment. Think about that. It's mainly just for entertainment. So they're putting their life on the line to entertain us. Yeah. And I mean, I guess you can say also for the love of the game. Like, I still miss playing football, basketball. Like, I enjoy that rush, like hearing the crowd. Wilkes, they call us out, get on the floor or whatever. We run out, do our layup drills or whatever. Hear the crowd yelling, like, it's that adrenaline rush. Like, when you score, they cheer for you. Yeah, keep it up, keep doing it. Saying, man, like, it's nothing like it. And you pretty much, when you go through stuff like that, you feel like you can go through a fucking brick wall. Like, it's that type of feeling, man. You love it. No different from music. No different from music. You get on the stage and people cheering, singing your songs and vibing with you. It's a certain feeling that you can, it's like you can't explain it. So I get why they do it, but at the end of the day, it's for our entertainment.
Yeah. But yeah, all healing energy to Damar Hamlin. We hope he get better. But you had mentioned that nothing's gonna happen to Skip and stuff. I seen something else that nothing's gonna happen to this weekend too.
What's that?
Did you see Dana White slap his wife in the club the other week?
Boy, I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, I seen it. Now hold on. Can I play devil's advocate?
I mean, she slapped him first, but
thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Now we got that out of the way. Because I'm so good. I'm glad you said it before I did. Listen, I'm going to teach. I got 2 daughters, and I have a son. If it's one thing, I'm definitely going to instill in them, and they're going to get through their head whether they think they didn't hear it or not.
If somebody hit you, hit them back.
Thank you.
I don't.
But when it comes to my daughters, I don't want them fighting no man. And here's why. For one, I don't care if he hit her first. Leave, run, do something. Whatever you do not try to. Your last resort should be to fight him back, just to get you off. But if anything, don't hit him first for damn sure. And if he hits you, leave. Come get me, or call the police, whatever you got to do. Do not try to fight a man. And the reason I say this, man, is because, for one, you're going to end up getting yourself killed. And for two, I have a friend, I won't call his name out, but I work with him. He has a daughter that's in high school or middle school. And he was telling me, like, she punched this dude in the nose. They got into it or whatever, punched him in the nose. And his nose was bleeding.
My nose is bleeding.
Right.
I need that one for next week.
Yeah. And after she punched him, he hit her back and jumped on top of her and was like hitting her like constantly. And he was telling me like he get why the dude hit his daughter back, but he felt like it was a little bit too much for him to jump on top of her and start punching her multiple times.
Yeah.
And it's on social media.
That's my thing.
And that's the thing I've been talking about with this generation, man. You can't just fight now. Like, it's going to be on social media now. And I didn't ask how many people watched it or if a lot of people seen it or whatever. I ain't asking none of those questions. I just know my father is in jail and he got life for apparently killing my mother's boyfriend because for one, I told my dad that my mom's boyfriend whooped my little sister.
Mm-hmm.
And to this day, I still regret it. But when I told him that, my dad was a protector. Anything, you lay a finger on me, my daughter, any of his kids. He had 9 kids. You lay a finger on any of them, he coming for you. It ain't no talking or anything like this. Either he's gonna throw his hands up or he's gonna throw bullets at you. In this case, apparently, not proven, but apparently he threw some bullets and killed him. And I regret it to this day because I was like probably 6, 7, somewhere around that age. And I told him like, yeah, your mom's boyfriend whooped Lily. And he's in jail to this day. Mm-hmm. So I say that to say this, man. I'm going to teach my kids the best way possible. If somebody hits you, hit them back. But when it comes to my girls, if it's a guy that hits you, come get me or call the police because I don't want it to get worse to where I'm going to be up in jail for the rest of my life because I know how I am. And I know how I am about my wife and I know how I am about my kids. I don't want anybody harming them.
I look at it like this. When it comes to girls and females, women, ladies, all men ain't raised the same way. Mm-mm. You know, I was raised never hit a girl, don't put your hand on a female, this, that, and the third. All men weren't raised that way. So when you come up to a male and hit them, I mean, it's 50-50 chance whether they're going to hit you back or not nowadays.
Ain't no 50-50. It's a 70-38% chance now. Not that 70%, they're going to hit your ass back.
Yeah.
But you're going to be on social media with people saying, well, she shouldn't have put his hands on him.
Yeah. And I don't, you know, there's a lot of feminists out there and stuff that say men and women are equal and stuff, but you really can't look at it. And they are,
rightfully so, they are.
Yeah, rights-wise, they should be equal, but, you know, biologically and physically, like, men, you know, a lot of times are more physical, more stronger than women are.
Very
true.
Know,
a woman can take more pain as far as, like, delivering a child and stuff like that, but as far as when it comes to, like, that pressure, mm-hmm. and that, you know, that strength as far as, like, you know, swinging and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, a man is a little bit more on the scales, heavier on the scales when it comes to that particular situation. And like I said, I don't ever want, you know, any female to be put in that situation where you feel like, okay, I'm about to hit this dude, because he might hit you back. You can't play victim after that. But I seen Dana White's wife hit him, and I was like, no. Then he turned around and slapped her back, and I was like, God damn! I was just like, something gotta give. But did you see that you know you know, he got a slap fight league that's supposed to be coming out, right?
Who?
Dana White's got a slapping, you know them competitions where people be slapping each other.
Yeah, where they be slapping each other.
Yeah, Dana White's got his own league coming out with that.
Well, he would probably be place because he didn't really slap her hard.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be on CBS and they canceled it. It's not gonna be on there no more.
Oh yeah, I just watched it. He didn't slap her hard.
Nah, he didn't slap her hard,
Shit
but
out of him. He did more like a bush.
But did he realize he didn't slap her hard enough and he slapped her again? He slapped her twice. If you go back and watch it.
Okay, I see it.
yeah.
But either way, I'm glad you brought it up. They were talking about Gervonta Tank Davis.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about his fight coming up. But before the fight even, got to where it was going, Gervonta Davis got in a little bit of trouble with his baby mom.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently she called the police on him saying, he's going to kill me. He's trying to kill me, saying all this stuff. But allegedly, it wasn't true. So it came out. So he ended up getting the fight. He ended up fighting anyway. And he won the fight. Shout out to Gervonta Tank Davis for the victory last night. Shout out to my boy Jerron Boots Ennis. He won his fight.
Shout out to Boo Boo Andrade though.
Yeah.
Moved up in weight class and
it was time for him to move up though, man. He been in that 160 class for a long period of time. I was waiting for him to move up. He's a good fighter. He's definitely a good fighter. Boo Boo Andreas.
He didn't look 35 years old out there, bro. He might be fighting into his mid-40s, fighting the way he fought last night.
I don't see it because he ain't fought. This is why I say he won't. He hasn't fought anybody yet. Not
in that weight class.
Not in that caliber. When he fights,
Charlo or Triple G.
Triple G ain't gonna fight him. Triple G done ran from him and said out publicly he's not gonna fight him.
He ain't gonna have no choice if he keeps moving up in ranks like that though.
Listen, bro. David Benavidez is who he's gonna end up fighting.
Yeah.
That's who Boo Boo Andreas is gonna end up fighting. He's gonna end up fighting David Benavidez or Canelo if Canelo bitch. I know I don't too much care for Canelo, but yeah. Shout out to Andreas too though. Boo Boo Andreas is a hell of a fighter.
Back to Gervonta. You was talking about Gervonta. Let's keep
he
it on the couples. Keep it on the couples.
He was accused of, hitting his baby mom, and all these comments and stuff came out. It was like he shouldn't be able to fight. He need to be thrown in jail. And what are they gonna do about the fight? They still gonna have the fight. If they do, then they need to ban boxing and all this stuff. Like they was on his ass about it, not knowing if it was true or not. Me and my wife even had a conversation about it, and I told her, I was like, I don't know if it's true, but from his history, from him jacking up his last baby mama at the basketball game, I think. Mm-hmm. Y'all remember that video when he was leaving? He grabbed her and pulled her up.
She was with somebody, wasn't she? Who was she? Who was she fucking around with?
She was with him. They were together.
Oh, okay.
But it was a rumor that she might have been. But that's besides the point.
Right.
My thing is this: you don't know what's going on in people's homes, so I can't never assume anything. I can only go by what I see. And what I saw was in that beginning when he was at the basketball game, him jacking up his first baby mama. Is he got a temper. And I'm sure women that he's been with, they probably got a temper too. They got a video out of him getting slapped by a woman and he didn't do anything to her. So I just don't sit here and put a title on people if I don't know. But it just bothers me to see all these comments that people talking about he's a woman beater and he shouldn't be boxing. But when Dana White slaps his wife, and you see this nigga slap his wife twice.
Mm-hmm.
I know she slapped him, but he slapped her ass back. Why ain't nobody on his ass like they were on Gervonta? I'm pretty sure some people was on his ass, but they wasn't on him like how they were on Gervonta Tank Davis. They was on him for days. Like, this fight does not need to happen. But you hear about Dana White one time, and one time only. That day, that time it was posted and everybody talked about it, and you didn't hear it no more. Why is that?
We talked about it before, man. It's never gonna be on the same plane.
Everything don't hold the same caliber. This is like you said, the football players' life versus Jewish community. And I drunk mine last night. But everything is not like Trill said. Everything ain't the same caliber, and it'll never be. In the world society, they would say obviously the Jewish community is more important than somebody's life. The Kyrie situation versus what Skip said.
I just don't understand it though, man. Like I don't.
Yeah. Another couple that I seen had issues. Well, it wasn't really a couple, but it's kind of a question for a couple. So, did you see the post that came up that said Gabrielle Union felt comfortable in her last marriage cheating on her husband because she paid all the bills?
She paid all the bills. I seen that shit.
I seen that, but you want me to tell you what it sound like? It sound like us. It sound like a man. Have you not heard that from a man saying that?
I hadn't. I don't feel that way.
I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way. No man, no woman ever should feel that way. Just because you pay all the bills does not give you the right to cheat.
No. Hell no. I refuse.
Hey, if they don't cop out.
Yeah. No. Hell no. He's probably in the middle of a DP right now. That's my movie. But yeah, man, like I don't know, man. I feel like that's crazy, man. At the end of the day, it's crazy.
If your woman was paying all the bills, would you feel comfortable, or do you think she would feel comfortable cheating on you?
Man, no, because never mind. I ain't gonna say I'm about to say I Dana White ass, but I ain't gonna. I wouldn't
like,
do that.
If you ain't providing other than whatever you supposed to be doing since you ain't paying the bills, then shit, she got obviously a reason to want to cheat outside of that.
Right.
But can you say something if she do?
Like,
let's flip it around. Let's flip it around real quick. Let's say the man was paying all the bills, doing what he needed to do, making it a stable home, but his woman wasn't giving it up. Not like he wants to. Do he have the right to cheat?
Bye, Felicia. Is they married? Is they married? Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, the man is gonna be the man, and like you said, he going to. It's up to him if he's going to.
Mm-hmm.
I look at it as a goal to pay all the bills as a man.
You ain't answered my question though. Does he have a right to step out?
No.
Okay.
Don't nobody have a right to step out. My whole thing is, why would she fix her mouth to say that shit or feel that way?
That's how she feel, and I swear to God, there have been men that said this before, numerous of times. It's just now you're hearing a woman saying it and saying it freely and open.
I'm sure there's other women that's probably said that, just not in the spotlight.
Right. And you got to think, that's Gabrielle Union. This ain't no ordinary woman.
She ain't all that bad to me, bro.
I ain't talking about her looks. Now, hold on, wait a minute. No, I ain't talking about looks now. Hold on, wait a minute now. Hold on, wait 1 minute. Now, Gabrielle Union used to, I don't even know how she really looked because I ain't paid her that much attention. But in some of these movies, she
fell off since she been with Dwayne Wayne, in my opinion.
Yeah, true.
She has, but I feel like she ain't never been all that anyway. Honestly,
she now you tripping.
Think like a man.
I can think of 10. I can think of 10 women that look better than her.
I don't care. That's the thing though, Trip. You can think of 10 women.
I can take away from her.
Right. Listen, bro.
I mean, it don't.
But have you seen Two Can Play That Game?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You remember when she was the other chick that was trying to get Morris Chestnut from Vivica A. Fox? Go back and watch that movie and watch how she used to look. Matter of fact, I'm playing it for you after the show. I'm gonna say I was really tripped.
Or how she was.
I'll tell you. Now we ain't gonna sit here and sleep on Gabrielle Union like she wasn't bad. I ain't even saying she ain't bad now, but
the baddest she ever looked at me was Deliverance from Evil.
I wouldn't. I didn't like her character in that movie. She got on my nerves, but that's besides the point. But here's what I'm saying though, man. She fixed her mouth to say it, and the reason it got so big the way it did, or it got as much attention as it did, because her platform. She is Gabrielle Union. She is an actress. She is well known, and for somebody that's well known to say something like that, it might be baffling to some people. It don't surprise me, because like Whoop said, or was it you? Y'all said there's probably other women that done said this. It's just funny to me because I've heard the same thing from men plenty of times years ago, and probably still say it to this day. Especially niggas now, like if they feel like they paying all the bills and they woman, girlfriend, wife ain't giving it up like they supposed to, you damn right they probably gonna step out.
I don't know.
I'm telling you how it is, bro. That ain't no shocker to me.
I'd be liable to kill somebody. Especially if her excuse was, I pay all the bills, I can do what I want. Oh.
So your blood pressure going up.
Blood pressure sky high. I'm gonna see red. Alright, another couple. I don't know if y'all seen this little clip. Let me go ahead and play this for y'all.
Hold on, before you get to that, what do you think Dwayne Wade think about that?
I don't want to know what he think about it.
I can give my opinion, but a lot of people might not like it.
Go ahead.
Let me play this.
Deserve to be somebody's wife.
$250,000, $200,000. The type of wedding you want, that's how much it costs. You're bugging the. We're gonna invest that. My job as a man is to hold the household down, and she hasn't worked in years. I'm not spending $250,000 on a wedding. I'm not doing it.
So you have no plans on getting married?
I have plans on let's go to City Hall.
I'm not a City Hall bitch! Stop saying City Hall, because shit about to get left. Like, I'm telling you right now.
At the end of the day, I love you more than life itself. But you gotta be easy with all this.
Love ain't enough. How long you plan on being broke?
No, I don't like what broke. Out your mouth,
You
that's not broke. That's smart.
Broke people behavior.
That's smart. All right. Listen, you call it broke. You know what I'm saying? Leave and see what your ass gonna be.
Deserve.
Cause before we get into that, that's a fucking bar right there.
What?
You said broke, leave and see what your ass will be. I'm telling you, cuz that's a bar right there. But I guess it's a stupid question to ask. Whose side y'all on?
Of course, the guys.
I'm not paying $250,000 for a wedding. I don't care how rich I am.
This is what I'm saying.
Fuck that.
And I bet if women would hear this, not all women, but some women hear that. Oh, he just saying that. He just agreeing with it because he's a man. No, if I was a woman and a man, I can't picture a man doing that. But if it was a woman, if the shoes was on the other foot and the man was like, "Man, I want an expensive wedding and all this," but bro, you stupid. You dumb. So let me just get that out of the way. But I agree with him on this. Like, for you to act out like that and he telling you like, look, this would be better for this, and then like basically what it comes down to, they disagreeing on something that's something so simple, man. Y'all love each other, right? Cool. But me and Ashley got married, and of course we might not have the same money as they got. Cool, that's fine. But like y'all said, even if I was rich, like I don't have to have a big ass wedding. And my wife felt the same way, thank God. She was like, she had to have a big ass wedding. It's about us. It's about Ashley and myself. It should be about old boy and his woman. But she wanted to have this extravaganza and all this damn publicity and all these other motherfuckers to watch and 50,000 people to come to her damn wedding. Like, man, chill the fuck out. It don't need to be all that. It does not need to be all that. And I agree with him 100%. And if she keep acting the way she is, she gonna be a single broke bitch.
Wow, what would be her reasoning for wanting a $250,000 wedding though, bro? Like, what's the
Clout.
What's the point?
Clout. To say that she had a wedding that cost that much.
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that, Woods, because women. This ain't the first time we've heard that. We've heard a lot of women saying, "I want this for the wedding. I want that for the wedding." Hell, even on Cop Out. Y'all remember on Cop Out? The cop's daughter was wanting the wedding and how much it cost. He had to trade his baseball card in. Every woman wants an expensive ass wedding, and it's just that's just something, you know, some of the women want. The majority of the women want. Like I said, luckily my woman didn't want that, but I just feel like, to me, looking at it from the outside looking in, I feel like a woman would look at it as something that they will never forget. It's something memorable. I mean, of course, if it wasn't a big wedding, and they got married, they would never forget it. But they want something that's gonna blow their mind. Like, wow, we did that. That's how I would look at it.
But pictures and moments make memories, not money.
True.
Yeah, but some people don't think like that.
Yeah. All I know is let her keep up. She gonna be a broke. Never mind. Yeah, man. But yeah, man. I thought that was funny though. That was bar. Definitely.
That was a bar. I don't know. I don't see the reasoning for paying $250,000 for a wedding, and I don't understand why she was so mad about him not wanting to spend. Like there ain't nothing in between City Hall and $250,000. Y'all can't meet in the middle of nowhere. Like it's gotta be $200. It's gotta be $250,000 for the wedding. That's it. Bottom line.
Right.
Like I don't see why that has to be an argument.
Right.
And what do you spend on at your wedding for it to be $250,000?
I can tell you
The venues,
the venue, the food, the catering for the food, how many people coming, the groomsmen, the bride, and the yeah. Oh, it costs. Oh, it's gonna add up.
$250,000.
yeah, that's outrageous.
Just think if she have bridesmaids. How expensive them dresses gonna be? The groomsmen, how expensive them suits gonna be? The venue, that venue gonna hit their ass and hit them pockets for real. And then you get a professional photographer because you want the pictures to be right. Then you get the best fucking caterer that you can think of, so they can dance, so the food will be good. Then you got to come up in there and style. It's a lot. Oh, it's gonna add up. It's gonna add up. It's gonna add up. Hell, I'm getting the nervous wreck thinking about it. I'm already married.
Well, you know they say traditionally that the wife's husband or the wife's father pays for the wedding.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Let me tell you something. You better find you a fucking athlete or something, or a doctor or somebody.
I've got two of them you got to start saving up for.
Yeah.
I said, you got two of them you about to start saving for.
Listen, I got to find me one of them Patco baseball cards that Bruce Willis.
Andy Pavco.
Yeah, Andy Pavco. Hey, what's his called? What's his name? The black dude.
Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan. That motherfucker shot a hole in his card. He said, Jim, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jim. That nigga was heartbroken. That movie funny. Especially when that little boy was in the car. He said, Tommy, what are you doing? Driving, bitch. He said, get out of here, you little repeat offender. Fuck. He said, what you laughing at, you Professor X looking motherfucker? He was talking shit to them motherfuckers, boy.
He hit that kid in the nuts, didn't he?
Morgan in the nuts. And then Tracy Morgan fell. He punched the little kid in the nuts. He said, did you just punch a kid in the nuts? He said, one thing you don't know about me, Jim, I'll fuck a kid up. Fuck a kid in the nuts.
Hell yeah.
Hey, that was funny, boy. Hey, man. What was that clip 85 South show old girl was talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Can you throw that little clip on there or no?
I don't know if I got it saved anywhere, but I can basically give you a rundown about it. Basically, so if anybody know the Poor Minds podcast, Lexi and or Lex and can't think of the other girl's name, but she said basically that if a nigga is having sex with her and he see that she's struggling, like paying her bills and stuff, and he ain't offering the help, that
what she fucking him for, basically.
Right.
Like she should basically, like, why are you fucking on me, basically, when you seen that I'm struggling? Why don't you help me? Right. And Chico Bean?
Yeah.
That motherfucker said, like, basically you got your priorities fucked up, because how do I get involved in your struggle just because I'm on a busted nut? And I agree with that, bro. Like, I hear that so often, and that's what's become the norm in this generation, that's what be bothering me about this shit, bro. I know I talk about this daily, but it bothers the shit out of me. Like, and I agree with him 100%, 1000%. When like I've seen so many guys like meet a girl or whatever, and I've seen it firsthand. Like, this ain't no couple of years ago. Like, recently, motherfuckers try to talk to a girl, and I'm like, oh, okay, so what you about? Where you work at? How much money you make? Like, off the rip. And it's like, damn, like, what if the nigga say, oh, I'm in between jobs right now, like, but I only make this amount of money. Oh, you can't support me. Huh?
Why should he have to?
Right. You can't. So first off, you asking if I can support you. Can you support yourself?
Nope.
First off.
Why she asking?
Because if you can't, you don't have no business asking me about my business. Like,
I think you asking for.
I'm trying to get to know you, not your pockets. Like, why are you worried about my pockets for?
I think you asking for trouble, looking for somebody in a situation like that. Like, why would you be
but some guys don't look for that shit though.
I'm talking about the woman. I'm talking about the woman. Like,
okay.
Why is she looking for a man to take care of you? Do you like? I can't. Here's my question: if you looking for the ladies out there, if you looking for a man to take care of you in a relationship, can you look for love after he gives you that help? Can you love somebody that you just looking for help from?
Good question. Because look, now you got everything you want. Now what? What can you do for him?
Right.
Can you cause and I hate to be like that, but I feel like a little kid. You started it. You fucking started it. Nah, but like I feel like
I got the clip right here if you want me to play it.
Go ahead, hit that clip for me. That shit wild.
We see you slow.
What's proper pussy management?
What's proper pussy management? Not fucking on niggas who don't do shit for you, who letting you be out here down bad and you fucking that nigga. What the fuck? That's poor pussy management.
What's the whole economy?
If I'm fucking a nigga and he good and he straight and he got his shit together and stuff, but I'm over here trying to figure out every day what the fuck I got going on, how I'm gonna do this, how I'm gonna do that. And this nigga fucking, he can call me every day to fuck on me, but he know what I got going on, but he ain't trying to help at all. That's poor pussy management. Why you fucking on that nigga?
So it sounds like you have great pussy management but horrible mental management. Cause why the fuck you gonna do with your life?
Well,
I'm just saying, like, we adults, why the fuck do I got to figure out what you got? I got to help you get to a better position in life because I want to bust a nut? That's a hell of a responsibility. You keep talking to me in the pussy management is cool, but what about the mental management? You constantly fucked up. I can't figure my man, and you just want to just keep fucking, and I can't figure out what my bills and I just don't know what's going on, and I just, oh my God, and I'm at my boutique, ain't taking off like I thought it was, and they don't have my fans, and you just gonna keep calling over here trying to fuck without helping me like this?
That sounds crazy to me, bro. Like,
yeah. And I like how you brought that up, Will. Like how you snuck that in there. Are they living together? Here's the thing: if they living together, cool. I get it. Because if they living together, you're supposed to build each other up.
Yeah,
you gotta build each other up. But if he got his own place, you got your own place. But you got your own place, but you struggling a little bit trying to get your shit together or whatever. He ain't got no parts of that. That's something you got to deal with on your own. Mm-hmm. And if he just decide to help you, cool. But don't look for that help like, hey, you supposed to be helping me because I'm giving you some pussy. No. Hell no.
Yeah.
Right.
That ain't how that works. And I get tired of hearing that shit, man. Like, it's crazy to me that some of these niggas really go for that shit. Like, all right, okay, I can pay I can pay a light bill or a phone bill. What you need? Nigga, what? I swear to God, if I was old boy from How High or Mike Epps' character, I'd get me some baby powder and slap the fuck out of these niggas in the back of the head. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all agree to that shit? So basically what you doing is paying for a prostitute. Because that's basically what it is. You paying for pussy.
Basically.
Yes. You paying for pussy. That's what you doing.
But I ain't gonna say this generation, but the younger generation now, that's how they think. Like, if you ain't spending no money on me, or you ain't doing such and such, then we ain't got nothing to talk about.
I tell you
I
like
feel like
this.
it's been around for a long time. It's been around for a long time, but now they're more open about it. They're like,
Since the whole
I don't even think it's that. I'll tell you what it is.
premium snaps
What?
and all that shit happen, I feel like that's all
These
it's about now.
these young niggas is letting the shit happen.
yes,
The young niggas is letting shit. I put it this way: if all the niggas from our generation something happened, and every single last one of them became single tomorrow, these young bitches would be in trouble. Cause I ain't going for that shit.
I'm telling you, bro.
You're not about to use me as a crutch.
Right. Like, what I look like helping you in your situation when you can't even help yourself. Like, okay, if that's the case, you struggle in your situation. I'm doing fine in my situation. And then we get together. What does that say about you when we get together? That means I'm going to be damn carrying my load and picking up your load too. So instead of us building each other up, I'm just building you up. Meanwhile, I'm over here fucking struggling myself trying to help you out. Meanwhile, taking care of myself too. Like,
it's really like this.
Know.
It's really like basic math. 2 negatives make a positive. 2 positives make a positive, and a positive and a negative make a negative.
Very much so, brother.
Because if you got 2 people that's doing bad,
hey, what do you say? You keep fucking around, you're gonna find out.
because if you got 2 people that's down bad, the only thing they gonna do is bring each other up. They gonna make a positive out of the situation. You got 2 positive people, they going up. There ain't no way that they can make a bad situation.
Can I ask a request from you,
but
Trip?
if you got a negative person fucking with somebody that's doing good, they ain't gonna hurt nobody but the positive person.
Can I ask a request from you, sir?
What's up?
Can you put this on a post?
Yeah.
What you just said, I need this on a fucking post because that is the best fucking example I've heard. It is simple math.
It's simple.
A positive and negative is what?
Makes
a fucking negative.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's what it is. I'm telling you, put that on the post because I'm gonna repost it. I'm gonna need to hear this.
It's just simple. I mean, I don't understand. Like I said, these young niggas is letting this shit happen, and it's their fault. That's the reason why this generation is the way it is. Cause I ain't going for that shit. It never have been.
Back to what Wilk said though, man. If y'all live together, it's a totally different situation. So I know it was just a clip that we watched. I didn't watch the whole thing, so she could have been talking about a nigga living with her, which makes sense to me now. If the nigga, I mean, not living with her, but if they live together, if they got an apartment together or they got a house together.
No, you heard everything correctly.
If the nigga, oh, okay.
You heard everything correctly. She said she was talking about what proper pussy management is. Okay. She was basically giving her the definition of proper pussy management, how to manage your pussy. And she said, if a nigga is over here just keep fucking on me, and he see that I'm doing bad and ain't helping me, that's poor pussy management. How? The fuck how? That's the only way it's poor pussy management is on your behalf. You ain't taking care of your shit.
Right. And then before she said that, she was like, if he good and he fucking me and all this. Listen, I know when I get some pussy, I'm motivated. I'm motivated to conquer the world. I don't know about y'all, but I love, like, me and my woman having sex. Hey, I'm motivated. I'm like, shit, let me get there. I feel good. Like, I go to work like, damn, you ain't got no food? Let me buy you some food today. I got me some pussy last night, nigga. I'm motivated. I'm happy. But these women, well, he keep fucking off on me and all this. Nigga, did he not motivate you to do better? Like, it ain't got to be just about sex, but obviously, if you giving it to the nigga, he doing something right. So why you got to take it there to... well, he need to be paying me or helping me out in my situation. No, you got to help yourself.
For pussy management, when she wasn't using her resource to make no money.
Right.
But I had put getting her OnlyFans and she could have been banking. Shit.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yep.
Yeah.
But somebody tagged the podcast in a post the other day. Before we get off here, said, what's one thing you won't do sexually? When it comes to, they said when it comes to sex, what's off limits, or what's off limits during sex?
Don't put your hand nowhere near my ass.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Now you talking about for your partner or for yourself?
For us.
Yeah, nothing's going in me. I don't want nothing going in me.
I don't even want you to eat my ass, lick my ass. I mean, see, I be seeing some weird ass shit nowadays, and it's kind of suspect to me a little bit.
What you mean?
Yeah.
And I seen this post. Good question. I seen this post. This girl said she's young. She's younger too. She probably about, I probably say she's about 24, 25. And she was like, "You ain't comfortable with your man if your man ain't letting you eat his ass." And then I'm sitting here thinking, like, and there was a lot of females on that co-signing, like, yeah. But there was a lot of niggas on there suspect, like, how is this nigga letting you eat his ass, like, comfortably? Like, ain't that kind of weird?
I can't say that because some men might be into that type of shit.
But ain't that kind of suspect?
Why? Just because that's how men have sex?
Let me say this. It's 2023, right? It's a new year. Got my ass ate before, Wilkes. Wilkes, I've got my ass ate before, sir.
It's a difference between.
Hey, yo, let me talk. Let me talk. Talk to him. Wilkes, have you ever got your ass ate?
Nope.
Trip, have you ever got your ass ate, sir? You haven't?
And if I never look. And if I never did, I would be just fine with that.
That's fine.
I'm not against it. I'm not against it, but it's just I ain't never done that.
I didn't. Listen. I ain't even gonna front. In my earlier years,
I'm gonna say this, Hines, before you get that. Let me say this, just because this has something to do with the whole situation. It's a big difference between ass penetration and ass stimulation.
Thank you, big time. I've never been penetrated. Now hold on, Wilkes. Let's get this right. I've never been penetrated. Nothing has never gone in my ass.
Cause some men like their nipples licked. I heard Trick Daddy say he like his nipples played with and shit.
I don't like that. I see now. I don't.
You see what I'm saying?
I don't care about that. Like you lick my nipples.
That's stimulation.
Stop. I don't like that. I don't like my nipples being played with. None of that. Like leave my nipples alone. I'm good. I'm good on that.
If you think about it, there's male prostate toys out there for men.
And I've heard that, but I'm not into that.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm into. Hear me when I say this, Will. I've had an experience that I didn't expect.
Jerry had to wipe his ass when he got done.
Put it that way.
He got it with the squishy ass.
Listen, man. I was getting head, and after I got head, she went down to the balls. I was like, anybody, have you got your balls licked?
Oh, yeah.
Have you got your balls licked, Trip? Okay, then. So right below the balls is the gooch, right?
Mm-hmm.
And right below the gooch is what?
The ball bone connected to the gooch bone. The gooch bone connected to the ass ball.
So let me tell you. So when I was getting head, I got head. She went down to the balls. I said, that's good. It felt good. It felt great. Got to the gooch area. I started to tense up a little bit. But it felt good. She was licking the gooch, whatever. She went further, brother. And when she went further, it was like I was moving away from it, but I didn't stop it. And when she did it,
Hans hit that high note.
Bruh, all I can say is, hey, each his own, but yeah.
Okay. But that's something you do on a regular.
Nah, it ain't nothing on the regular, but even if it was,
ain't nothing wrong with it.
I can't even be mad because, like, she done it now. It ain't like.
I look at it like this. You know your sexuality. You know what arouses you.
Right.
Everybody into different shit, but just because somebody like that, some niggas like to getting their ass ate and shit like that, don't make them any certain type of sexuality or something like that. It's just the type of arousal. Now,
the real question is though,
that penetration shit.
Listen, that's what I'm getting to. The real question is it gay?
Yes.
For a woman to have a strap on and fuck her man?
Yes.
How? Hold on, Trip. How is it gay if it's a woman?
Because if you letting a woman do it, then you might as well let a nigga do it.
No, but I ain't gonna say that.
Not true.
I'm not gonna say that. The reason I feel like it is because at that point in time, you were simulating
what a man would do.
Yes.
That's the same
and I
thing.
agree with that. I agree with that. That's
no,
why
because
I say
you don't necessarily like that. You don't necessarily. If just because a woman is banging you in your ass, don't mean a man you would let a man do it.
Sound right.
But that's what I'm saying. Just because you let a woman do it, don't mean that you would let a man do it. But at the end of the day, you some type of curious of why you letting that simulation happen. Like you letting a woman poke you from behind with something that look like, that's shaped like, and that's molded like a male part.
Yeah.
So every man has did this.
Hold on a second.
In your previous life, every man has done this.
What's that?
Wait. Get with the fellas. Talk about the sexual experiences you had with a woman that you met or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You with a group of men and the situation come up. Yeah, man. I met Tina the other night. Boy, we got back to her place and she fucked me in the ass. How the fuck that conversation gonna go? You better. First of all, if you can't say that out loud, then that shit's gay. That's down low shit.
I agree. Now that I agree. But
shit.
But hold on. I agree with that 100%. That's why I would never do that, because that's some weird shit to me.
Yeah.
But is it gay?
Yeah.
No.
In my opinion. In my opinion.
It's not, because a gay act didn't happen.
In reality, it's really not gay because it's not an actual man that's doing it.
Right.
It's a woman doing it with a rubber dildo.
Right.
That's shaped like a dick.
But it's not a man.
But it's not a man.
It's not gay.
What's the dildo shaped like?
But it's not gay though.
But what's the dildo?
But you didn't have a gay act, Wilkes. You had sex with a woman.
The question, Trip.
No, he had a gay act.
Yeah,
I'm saying you didn't have a gay experience. You had sex with a woman.
Oh, he had an experience. Okay. So we might get canceled for this one, but I'm gonna go all the way in. So what about a transsexual woman that's got a dick that ain't no strap on and that's hitting a man?
That's gay.
That's gay.
So what's the difference? A woman
genetically.
Wait. A transsexual woman with a dick, a woman with a strap on, that's a dick.
Look,
it's a strap on. That's why.
Yes, it's not genetically. He was genetically born a man.
What the fuck is Reggie at?
Listen, Wilkes, I feel like this. It's gay.
I get what you're saying.
I get what you're saying. It's a gay act.
Yeah,
it's a gay act, but it's not a
trip out. Hear me a trip out. I would never let this happen to me. I'm sure Trip would never let this happen to me. We get what you're saying. The shit is gay. But in all reality, it's not gay. Because it's a woman, an actual woman that can give birth to a child, having a strap on and fuck you in the ass. You can't, you're not going to have no semen coming out of your ass after she get through fucking you from a deal.
Got the toys to do that now.
Get the fuck out of here. Wilkes.
Get the fuck out of here, Wilkes. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stop it. Stop it.
Hey,
she might be like, still on hangover. I shot my load up in you. I shot my load up in you. You shoot yours on the floor.
I'm fucking done, bro. I'm done. I am fucking done.
Boy, you fucking stupid.
This motherfucker stupid.
No for me, boy.
Hey, I got a question though. I feel like we done talked about this before, but we gotta clarify this shit. And since we keeping it 100 tonight,
keep it 100.
All right. Now this ain't something that I'm into or anything. I'm just posing it as a question because I heard it on another podcast. But okay, say you watching porn.
Mm-hmm.
You watching a man and a woman have sex, right?
Right.
Normal shit, right?
Sorry, shook his head though.
Look, normal shit, right?
Right.
What's the difference between watching a woman and a trans woman have sex?
The trans woman wants to be a woman.
Next.
No, I'm saying a trans woman and another woman, a woman and a trans woman having sex.
The trans woman wants to be a man.
No, a man that wants to be a woman. I'm
Okay.
saying she got titties and a dick, and she fucking a girl.
All I can say is it'll fuck my.
Nope. It go back to y'all scenario. If she got a dildo, it's okay.
It's a dildo. It's not a real dick though.
I'm talking about a woman with a real dick.
Right.
I ain't with it. Either or.
But she having sex with a woman though.
But she ain't originally a woman herself.
What's
okay?
What's
if a man,
but if a man and a woman having sex, you gonna watch that, right?
Okay, so what about two trans men having sex?
What?
Right, I
Trans
had to think
man with a
about that.
vagina.
Say it again.
Well, that would be one. That would have to be one. Damn, I'm about to get confused over here.
I'm already confused. It don't take much for me to get confused.
Take that off the table. We'll have to say that earlier.
Yeah, I'm talking about a trans woman, a man that want to be a woman. She got a boob job and she still got the dick.
But still has his dick.
And she having sex with, and I'm referring to a she because she's a trans woman, but she having sex with another woman.
Right.
Without a dick.
And
right.
it's good that you put that out there. That's respect. Good respect for the LGBTQ.
Right.
Now, but
cancel.
You stupid. But that's gay.
Yeah.
It's gay. It's gay, and there's nothing wrong with them.
Hold on a second. It's gay in what sense?
In a straight man sense. It's like
it's gay all over.
It's like the categories they got on the site.
Hold on a second. What's gay about it though?
Well, first off, they're trans. That's gay itself.
Okay.
And then when you sleep with a woman, and it's a man wants to be a woman, that's all gay itself.
That's lesbian though. Yeah. That's lesbian.
Yeah. Is it because he has a dick? Well, she has a dick.
How's it gay though? If the girl that he's having sex with,
if he busts his load in her, will she get pregnant?
He should have just rubbed his balls on her clean.
But he wants to be a baby. But he wants to be a. I'm not fooling with Will. Will say, "Damn, about to get me canceled." It's 2023, damn it.
Exactly, it's 2023. You should have rubbed his balls. Oh shit! Oh boy, it's hot.
Oh man!
Oh, it's hot.
But I'm just wondering though, like, what's the difference though? Like, if you watching a man and a woman have sex, and that's normal, but then this man, magically grows titties and he's still fucking a woman. Like, what's the difference?
Bro, it's a thin line for me and watching some shit like that.
I can't.
Okay, look, that wasn't my night.
Hey, but y'all know there are human beings that grow both parts, right?
Look, I ain't trying to get into that shit tonight.
Listen, I'm dead as
I ain't either.
I ain't trying to talk about no Hermes tonight.
Yeah, I'm being dead ass. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I know. But we really get canceled when you talk about that.
And doctors give them a chance, like, okay, what would you rather be? What are you more comfortable with, being a man or a woman?
Well, we get canceled calling them Hermes.
Shit, I was about to call them Merc.
Short for hermaphrodites.
I'm about to get killed for my damn self.
Well, we looking for the fifth. This is the first episode of the year. Ain't we?
It's a song. Shit, they gotta listen to it somehow.
Man, this is 2023. We just speaking of real.
Coming out edgy.
Yeah.
Oh, just like the titties on that trans woman.
Oh man.
Hey.
Oh shit. But have y'all really seen though?
I'm gonna have to do some research tonight. Say what?
Have y'all really seen like a lot of stuff with porn now? Like a lot of states are starting to ban it.
Yeah, I seen they trying to, but I don't see how they going to.
Yeah.
I don't see why as a man you would want to.
Yeah.
I feel like because at a certain age, I mean, yeah, men do it, but I mean, there's also kids watching it too. I mean, what if a kid come across that situation we just talked about I can't even think of it right now.
But that's what you got parental controls though. Like you got parental controls and stuff on these devices and stuff. Like my son was watching something the other day on YouTube, and he was watching on YouTube for Kids, the YouTube for Kids app, and you know everything on there is supposed to be quote unquote made for kids, but they was on there cussing and stuff like that. My wife had to go on there and turn the settings off, and she searched for that same video, and then she couldn't find it. So I feel like it's settings and stuff. You gotta just make sure you damn set the parameters for your kids' devices and stuff that they use nowadays. Our parents never had to do it because we didn't have the type of technology whenever we came up. But you know, with that technology, we just gotta be aware of these parental controls and settings and stuff like that on their devices.
Yeah. Yeah, I tell you what, my daughter be asking questions now.
But they got to.
I mean,
you gotta tell them the truth too. Before they find the truth out on the street. I'd rather my kid find it out at the house.
You're right.
What if your kid want to drink? You want them, if they say, I'm going to drink regardless, you want to let them drink at the house? Or
how old is it?
High school.
No.
Boy, I'm about to turn them up. They about to get sick.
Yeah, you definitely got to get them sick at the house for one time.
Yeah, they about to get sick.
But,
that way
you know,
they're going to be experiencing. I don't want them edge borderline. I want them to be, I ain't going to say I want them to be drunk because I don't want to sound like a bad father, but I want them to get the full experience.
Look, like Walt did Jr. on Breaking Bad with Hines. Yeah, what's his name? What's his name? What's Hank? Hank said, and Walt just sit there. He said, "This is my son. I let him do what he wants to do."
He said, that motherfucker.
He threw up all in that pool, didn't he?
Shit, you gotta let him experience it.
Yeah. Well, his wife was mad as shit, boy.
Mm-hmm. As she should be, but if a kid asking to drink and shit, let them do it at the house before they go out. I'd rather them do it at home.
At least when they get sick, you can help them out, take care of them. They ain't gonna get alcohol poison. Fucking go to, like, you know when to cut them off.
Start driving, getting behind the wheel and shit, fucking wreck on the way home. Get pulled over and have it on their record for the rest of their life.
Somebody else, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That requires the same thing as smoking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a little different.
Not for me.
Because I feel like I knew you were gonna say that. This is why I say it's the same, because my kids, my oldest is 5. I feel like by the time she's in high school, weed will be legalized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when weed will be legalized, if she want to smoke or whatever, I'm gonna make sure it's at the house.
Yeah.
At least I hope it's legalized.
And even at the time, even if it ain't, they got like, cause
now or 12 years from now, she ain't this shit ain't legalized. Something wrong somewhere.
And even if it ain't, I mean, y'all had an experience like I have being sober and shit, but you know, not smoking weed and shit like that, and then going to smoke like Delta 8 or Delta 9 or Delta 10 or whatever they got now, that shit still get you high. You can still experience it without having, you know, straight marijuana.
Yeah.
So I mean, even if it ain't legal, you still got these dispensaries and stuff that, you know, that sell the like Delta 8 and shit like that. They can experience it a little bit.
Yeah. I feel that.
But yeah, anytime, any situation like that, I want my kid to experience it at the house before they experience it out in public with somebody else.
Right.
Now, what if he come up with some crazy shit like,
no,
yeah, Dad, I've been thinking about hitting some cocaine or something like
that. What'd you say, E?
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah, fuck that. I would encourage my daughters or my son not to do that, and I'll try to explain why to them and show examples of why. But realistically, bro, like at being realistic, if that's something that they saying I'm going to do regardless, I'm gonna try everything in my power not to. But you can't make them now. You're like, what you gonna do? Or send them to a hospital? And you could, but I've seen so many things turn out bad with parents or people mentors do that. Like, I just feel like kids gonna do what they want to do, but where it starts for me, is their company, the people that they hang out with. That's what I'm working.
You got more examples of it now and stuff like that, where you can pull up people that has gone down the wrong path with drugs and shit like that to show them. Pull up videos on YouTube of certain people, that died or overdosed or did this and did that. Like, we have plenty of situations like with, especially in the rap community with like, what's my man's name? Juice WRLD, who overdosed. You had Aaron Carter that overdosed. You had all these people that's done like overdosed on drugs and shit like that. Like, there's plenty of examples of people that you can show them and be like, look, for them to do this and to take so much to where they kill themselves, obviously it's something that can take over your body that you don't want, to happen. I mean, right. you can scare them to where, not scare them, but put fear into them where they be like, nah, that ain't for me. I ain't trying to do that. I love my life too much.
Right.
I mean, for me, shit, I never tried no shit like that. I just know the outcome of it, and I'm like, nah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, trying it ain't working.
I'm letting going up my nose either.
It's about knowing yourself too. Like, I know, with certain stuff, I got an addictive personality. If I get into something and I like it, I'm gonna just keep wanting to do the shit. And that ain't something that I feel like I want to do. Like, I feel like I want to do coke for 6 days straight. Like, no, I'm not about to do that shit.
Shooting up, hell no. What
exactly. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. That's all I got, man. Y'all got anything else?
Wow.
Chilling. Hey, but I do want to say one thing. Motherfucking Philadelphia Eagles are ranked number 1. Don't fleece me. Don't buy fleece me.
Tell them, true. We going to the Super Bowl.
Hell yeah.
Don't do that either. Shout out to my Philadelphia Eagles. Number 1 seed in the NFC. Hey, we doing the damn thing. Hey, and shout out to them sorry ass Steelers that lost today. Well,
no, we didn't lose. We won, motherfucker. And I'm proud of my Steelers because we had a horrible season this season, and we still ended up with a winning record. So fuck everybody that said anything.
Nah, real talk, y'all got a good ass wide receiver core though. That's one thing that Steelers will have is a good wide receiver core and a good middle linebacker core. They known for that. That's what they known for.
And we got a good running back. Shout out to Najee Harris.
Nah, I ain't worried about that. He's a good back, but this is what I'm saying. What Steelers are known for. Wide receivers you always gonna have because they always damn draft good on wide receivers. That's the offensive side. Defense, them damn middle linebackers and safeties, I don't know what it is about Steelers, but they always find the right one. So I give praise when it's due, and shout out to Mike Tomlin. That's one of the best coaches that's not coaching Philadelphia Eagles that I actually support. So I shout out to him too. So I hated that they didn't get to the playoffs, but at the end of the day, my team is number 1.
We was one touchdown away from going to the fucking playoffs, bro. One touchdown. If the Jets would have, it was 5-11. The Jets lost 5-11. If they would have scored a touchdown, they would have won. They would have won, and we would have went to the playoffs.
Yeah, Jets. They've been on the downward spiral these last couple of games. I was like, that's gonna be tough for them.
They was on a 6-game losing streak.
Yeah. So, yeah, but shout out to my boys, man. I really want us to win this year. If not, whatever. I mean, cool. But I do want to say, man, motherfucking, I'm going to be experiencing different sports that I normally don't watch. Just something new, man. 2023, I said I want to try something new, stuff that I've never really been comfortable with. But I said this year I'm gonna go to a hockey game. And I was talking to Tripp about it too, man. It's not. I've been watching like clips of hockey. I never watched a full hockey game, but the clips that I've seen, they get really hyped when they score. They don't score much, but when they do, people go crazy. And then they also let the hockey fight. And when they fight, bro, that's the funniest shit because you see these motherfuckers on skates twirling around fighting at the same time. And then after they fight, the referees put these motherfuckers in a box to go timeout. I've never seen sports like, all right, you done finished fighting, all right, go to the box. You're in timeout. What? I gotta watch it. I gotta be there personally for that. And also soccer. Charlotte has a professional soccer team. I'm gonna be attending to it, man. I got to. I want to try. I want to experience new things in my life, man. So definitely gonna be seeing me doing that.
Yeah, shout out to my work. They gave us tickets to the Hornets and Nets game we went to on New Year's Eve. And I was talking to Hines about it. Like, it was a cool ass experience to go to. Like, you know, the whole treatment of where we went in and skipped the line, sat almost onto the floor. Like, but that game was fucking boring, bruh.
I feel like it would have been more competitive than it would have been. It would have lived up around the stadium or the court. But the times that Charlotte Hornets was starting to come back, the Nets start pulling away. Like, it'd be like that'd be like 8 points at that point when Charlotte's coming back. So first it'd be like 20. Then Charlotte would come back and it'd be down by like 8 points. I'm like, okay, Charlotte making a run. Next thing you know, they'd pull away again.
But just imagine this, bro. Imagine you paid $300 a ticket to go to that game.
Mm-hmm.
You would have been disappointed.
Like, I feel like it was a good experience. Like, you get to go to Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Ben. Like, that's an experience itself. So
yeah. You was on the Jumbotron.
Bro, people really hit me up about that. Like, nigga, we see you on TV. I was on TV playing a fake ass piano. All I did was blast Ray Charles in it.
But yeah, we had a good time. It was a good experience. I just the velocity of the game and whatnot, all of that, like the actual game itself. Yeah. It wasn't exciting, and I've been seeing like a lot of athletes talk about how, you know, they strive to entertain like during basketball games and stuff like that, and I get it now. I get it, because I mean, as far as the game, it wasn't exciting. We spent more time looking at the cameraman trying to get on the Jumbotron than actually looking at the game.
Yeah,
but I mean, it was a good experience though. It was fun.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of in store this year. We're going to try to get a lot more interviews this year with people. So if y'all know anybody that's wanting to get on the podcast, advertise their business, their artistry, or anything, hit us up.
Y'all, this Valentine's going to be cool. Yeah. I'm excited.
But we definitely going to be back, next week? We're doing next week or the week after? Next week?
Let's do it next week, next Saturday.
We'll be back with another episode next week, man. We appreciate y'all checking us out.
Hey, last but not least, though, bro, I meant to say this earlier. My fault for not bringing it up. Big shout out to fucking Jay Wilkes for his big promotion, bro. Hey,
yeah, shout out to Wilkes.
History, nigga.
Appreciate you, brother.
Bro, Jordan Wilkerson has made history at his job, yo. The first ever. And please tell him. Shout out.
First black supervisor in the whole company out of 9 facilities.
Mercy.
How long has the company been around?
Since 1947.
1947, man. First black supervisor at his job. Hey,
that's
big, bro, that's big ass accomplishment.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all.
And it just shows. It shows how much they trust in you. So it really shows how much you've done for that company. So big shit. Real for real.
Big shit. And ain't
doing
nothing but getting bigger.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all for checking us out. We'll be back with another episode next week. Until then, keep pushing, keep God first, and remember, don't ride the wave, be the wave.
Yes, sir.